Gopalaratnam Subramaniam, shortly known as Maniratnam by everyone, is an Indian film director and producer who is more veteran and known for his tremendous change that he brought in Indian cinema. Well, his upcoming movie is Kaatru Veliyidai, going to release on 7th of April 2017. When I saw the trailer, I was stunned aback. I was just waiting for its song release and to see the movie, that how romantic it could be. But more shocking thing that happened to me was even my sister, who was born in 2000, is waiting for his movie to watch. So a person in the age of 64 could grab two different generations much younger to him into the romantic movies that he makes, and he is simply awesome. Well, I always wonder whenever I talk about Maniratnam to anyone, the common things that I can hear is, oh, he is a veteran director, he is an ace film director, he has changed Indian cinema, he has taken Tamil cinema into a global level and everything. I always wonder, like, why exactly is that? There were many great directors before him. There are many great directors after him. So why exactly Maniratnam is being portrayed as one of those enigma in Indian cinema? I was trying to dig back in his previous movies just to know, because when I was a kid, I wasn't a big fan of Maniratnam because of his low lights and strong story. Well, except Anjali, I would believe it's still strong, but at least it could attract kids anymore. So usually his movies are not for a person who's below 12 age. So when I start growing up and I start seeing his movie, yes, it's a strong movie that hits. But I still wanted to know how this veteran director was an amateur. How was he taking movies at that time? So the earliest I could see of his movies were Mauna Ragam in internet. Well, I've seen that movie many times. I've heard the songs. I have seen the reference characters used in many other Tamil cinema. For example, Karthik's character. But as a movie, after going up these many years and after knowing a bit about movies, when I start watching Mauna Ragam, that's when I started to realize, oh, okay, this was something phenomenal that he made. Because in 1980s, where drama was actually the only sequence that could ever be made in Tamil cinema, he did make a drama, but he made it so sophisticated and urbanized that everyone was stunned aback, and actually empowering the women and talking about divorce after marriage. These were considered as taboo at that time, even in a common society. So a platform like cinema would do that. That was shocking for everyone. Well, the whole state got stunned aback when he made the movie Nayagan. And apart from Kamal Hassan's great acting and Raja Sir's music, the curious thing that I noticed about the movie is its edit pattern. Well, the first part of Godfather will be 177 minutes, where there will be already a Godfather, and he'll fall down, and his son rises and establishes himself. And this whole thing takes 177 minutes on screen. But if you notice on Nayagan, his father dies, and this child goes out to Mumbai. He struggles, he establishes himself, he gets matured, he has his family, he loses certain things, and finally he dies. And this whole sequence and the whole movie is shot in 135 minutes. I mean, edited in 135 minutes, I would say. So still the editing is so fast, but you won't feel it, and you will feel this enough drama and songs on top of it as well. So that's a great thing that I could observe. Then the nationwide pride came to Tamil cinema and Maniratnam by the film Roja, majestic music of ARRehman, and a strong story. But more than that, I would say Bombay is actually a great movie, because Roja and Dil Se are those movies where the antagonist is actually from other country. So you can actually have the liberty in your country to say whatever you can about them. But choosing a subject which is actually much vulnerable within the country, a Hindu-Muslim problem, and yet making it more dramatically possible and convincing the audience is actually a phenomenal job. And the song Uire, or Tu Hi Re in Hindi as well, is one of those songs which is made as a reference for shooting about various emotions, how to show the emotion, how to show the wind, everything, every single nuances will speak in that movie, in that song. And that's what I would say, that he is a man of nuances. He makes movie, his every single frame that he fits in, the music, the dialogues, even the color of the nature or the dressing sense, everything actually goes into the movie, and it's so authentic. People generally mock Maniratnam's movie by saying that he just has a limited number of dialogues, maybe one or two words. But I believe that he is more into silent expressions. Well, most of the sequences he just leaves it silence because he was deeply influenced by Kurosawa, or it's his own interest. He believes on those silent sequences. For example, there will be this Nayagan sequence where the protagonist, Kamal Hassan, wants to see his grandson and his daughter won't allow him. So the whole sequence is elevated by Rajas's music and Kamal Hassan's without even a single word dialogue uttered expression. And the next one is from my favorite movie, Kannathil Muthamittal, where Simran and Madhavan will be going to see the baby Amuda in the hospital, and Simran will be keep on asking various questions to Madhavan, and there will be this low angle just focusing Madhavan's face, and he'll not even utter a single word, but the whole sequence he answers to every single question she asks just by his expression. And there's one more which is very interesting as well, is the climax scene of Aidelitu or Yuva in Hindi, where Surya, when he enters the assembly hall and there will be Bharati Raja opposite to him, and he'll be like, you're gonna come here but you're not gonna succeed. For that there could be a mass punch dialogue by anyone, by a hero to utter there, but Surya just smiles and keeps his hand on the shoulder of Bharati Raja and just moves and walks forward. So these are some of those beautiful nuances that he creates without even a single dialogue. And his thought process upon shooting a sequence is actually amazing. As I said, he's a man of nuances. For example, in Talabati movie, the song Chinna Thayaval, where Rajinikanth will be trying to see his mom, and this will be so crowded. Everyone will be passing around, and the whole focus of the camera will be in the expression of Rajinikanth, and it will be on a tight close-up. But still, people will be moving, just crossing by, trying or making him hard to see his mother. That will be so disturbing, but we won't feel it disturbed when we watch it, but we can still feel how Rajinikanth is feeling that disturbed. So those were some excellent, and all the sequences of that he shoots, the nuances that he creates among the cinematography is actually amazing. Same Kaatru Veliyidai, when the teaser got released, it actually had only 3 scenes. Exactly 3 scenes. There will be a wide angle of a bus, and there will be this heroine sequence, and there will be a long shot of Karthi. I guess it's a song montage where he walks away. And that's the guts of this director. He just released those 3 scenes, and it was a million hit less than, I guess, half a day. I would like to make some requests to Maniratnam on behalf of all the fans that you got. There are 4 requests for you, sir. So the first one, I don't know whether this one reaches to you or not, but if suppose it reaches, definitely do consider it. So the first request is, can you please make a science fiction movie with much drama, because you are the master of melodrama, and the Anjali song sequence where you use the extensive CG, if suppose that could exist the whole movie and still with much drama like Avatar, would be really great. The second one, the whole state is waiting, is a movie for Kamal and Rajni, because they recently announced in Vigadan Awards that they might be ready to act together. So I guess you would be the only director to make such a movie. And the third one is, if suppose you could ever take up the project, please restart the project of Ponniyin Selvan and make all the lead actors act in it. And the last one is, my personal request is to see a thriller mystery genre in your style. That would be great. And thank you so much for keep entertaining us with such movies and keep making more movies. Magilchi.